Yo, what's happening? Thought I'd chuck this up. A few people ask me how I do it. CAD's second nature. Done it since I was a kid. Done many jobs doing it. So, if you don't know, I wanted an 80-20 rig. So I've been fucking around designing rigs and what I wanted. And I just thought, look, I'd put it out there, see who wants one. And I ended up coming up with a couple of simple designs to see if anyone wanted one. It's one of them. It's a light version, simple, just cheap. And then that's the same one. There's a bigger one. There's one with triple monitor mounts. I customise the brackets. I work in a custom fabrication place, so you can do custom brackets easy and stuff like that, because I have triple 32-inch monitors, so it's a lot easier. So I just thought I'd fab something up rather than use some flimsy shit. So what I'm going to do is just jump back into CAD, and I'm going to basically put a keyboard mount on it, and I don't know yet. I don't know, gear stick probably. So look, if it's something you want to watch, then cool. If not, then just wait for the images. So, because this is what mine's going to look like, similar to this. The pedal deck's going to be steel plate instead of 80-20, because I have the whole patterns for multiple steering wheels and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, that the wheel deck has all the holes. Well, they're going to be laser cut out of this steel before I bend it. So, and all the brackets will be all lined up and everything. They're 18 degrees. It's 18-degree difference, so you can tilt it up and tilt it down. I did it that because I think the Fanatic one's like, I think off the top of my head, I think it's about 20 degrees or something. You can change a Fanatic base. So 18 degrees gives you another 2 degrees of play, whatever which way you want to do it, and whatever which way you want to put the bracket. And then obviously these, the pedal deck, you can move them up, down, left, right, whatever you want to do. Yeah, whatever, it's customized, but I'm going to put a metal plate in there, and then the sides are going to have a metal plate as well. Something just fancy, because I can laser cut names and shit into it. The rig's going to be all black, because I ordered it all 80-20s black, so it'll have all black, not silver, so it'll look a bit better. And then yeah, so this is what I've been doing. Just gonna copy this one. Show you what I do. 400s are right. It's probably a bit far actually. Yeah, it's not bad. So this is a 3D solid, so I'm just gonna explode it and then erase it. So all I have down the bottom, no, when it actually explodes. Go back. This is basically just simple commands when you're using, I don't know if I spell explode right, fucking dickhead. So I explode it into single faces. As a 1, and then I'll leave the profile down the bottom of what the 80-20 looks like. And then all you do is hit extrude, click the profile, type how much, 350 is high enough. It'll think what it's doing for a second, and it'll show me what I got. That's what it's like. Alright, I'll put it up there. Plan view, so DI for dimension, F7. 3, so it's got snaps. Alright, then we want the Y, so it's 45, 45.18, and we'll line it up. We'll just move it. I don't use the little toggle buttons. I learnt CAD from commands on a keyboard. So doesn't matter where we pick, as long as it's on this front face. Just trying to find a reference point so I can work out how far am I away on the x-axis. I'll start here. That should line up. That's pretty good for a shift amount. Alright, let's go to the keyboard. Yeah, I'll put it off here somewhere. Probably copied the same brackets as these. These are a standard 80-20 bracket. This one here, it's just, it bolts in to the profile here using two T-nuts, and it's got a hole basically straight through the top of it, all the way through, and it's threaded so you can thread the M7 nuts into it. So it's nothing major, it's easy to do. So while I'm doing that, I'll just check this out. Oh, it's on Facebook. Yay! So, alright, so what I'll do is I'll just share this. Alright, so that's the brackets, how it's going to work. These are out of 3mm, 3mm steel, going to be powder coated black, same as these brackets here, they'll be powder coated black. I just want to strengthen the VESA mounts, or VESA mounts, whatever you want to say it. Same as the wheel deck itself. I wanted that to be, you know, strong, and so it can't like fucking buckle or anything like that. There's a couple of other ones that you can do that, something like similar to a SimLab one, where it's just a bracket at the front and it's like at a 10mm plate. But for the cost of it and what people are going to be running, these are just cheap sims. When I say cheap, like, I don't want to drop myself in the shit here, but that first one I posted, like, no joke, it's like 600 bucks or something. So they're fucking cheap and they're going to be awesome because it's all black. Everything's black. The nuts are black. The bolts are black. All this is powder coated black. All the fancy bits to it, I'm going to be doing it, so get the cost down. As I said, I originally did this for me, a sim rig for me, to make it cheaper rather than paying $1,100 for a SimLab one that's just shit anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw with a keyboard 180, and then probably want to return lip at 20mm. This is just the keyboard mount. I'll rotate this by that point. What's a good angle? You don't want it too much, but you want enough to type. It's about, I don't know, just go 45 eh? $45, that's good enough. Alright, I did 40 back, because that'll be the lip that goes over the profile. I'm going to offset it by 3mm, because it'll be out of 3mm plate. All next level shit is 2, so fillet radius, and a 3mm radius, because obviously when you bend 3mm, the radius is 3mm on the internal corners where you bend it, and then you can offset that as 3mm, and that'll give you your exact angle of what that bend's going to look like. Same here, offset. smashing these up. You can probably hear me smashing around the keyboard, but that's how I do things faster. It's if you use all these buttons at the top, and fucking, you'd be here for a week. Right, so that's the side profile of what the keyboard tray is going to look like. It's nothing at the moment. I'm just going to hit extrude. Hit that. Oops, not that long. Extrude. And how wide's a keyboard? Let's bring my tape measure out and measure my keyboard, eh? No, 450. Let's go 500 mil. Alright, so there's a keyboard tray. Alright, if we go look on the top view, can move this over here, rotate it so it matches. Oh, UCS is wrong. Let's rotate it. That way, I think it's minus 45. I think I'll get it right this time. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to copy that and F8. I'll go down. These are a meter tool. I've got these set at a meter. I measured my rig because I've got a next level F1 GT rig and I've edited it, well, customized it a bit. I'll come down 400 and see how it looks because I've got the screens drawn in as well. So that's with 3 32-inch screens. Right, same as before, I'll raise this one, explode this one because all I want is the profile. I don't want anything else. Oops, not that one. Go back. And then yeah, that's what I want. And I'm just going to extrude this one up, and it'll be 40 mil because it's just going to be a single bit of tubing. It's not going to be anything. And then I'll copy this bracket up. 44, I think, because of the thickness of it. Not 1 mil off. It's 5 mil. There you go. Simple as that. And one of these tubes, I'll just buy this one. And rather than drawing it again, like that. To line it up, I'll pin one of these points and I'll line it up with the top one. And I'll just move it. If you can make sense of that. So this is pretty much everything that I wanted to design on mine. And yeah, I've had a fair few messages since I posted a photo. Everyone's keen on. Shaded will do. Shaded with edges because then you can see the edge. And all I have to do is the same again to see. This might be boring for some people, but it's got to be done. Z 28.51 mil off. 28.51. That should sit nice in there, and it matches up with the holes and the T-nuts. This is why I did it in CAD, because if you do everything 100%, like millimeter perfect in CAD, then you can't fuck up. You can't, yeah. Sometimes your tolerances are a bit too tight, but let's put this on that bit there. screens off to get them out of the way. And we'll just put this on a different layer. So I can turn it off. It's probably boring to people, but a few people ask me how I do this. So, as you know me, I'll just chuck it on YouTube. At 225 degrees, I can move it in to about there. And we'll see how short we are with this. Start a new layout. Keyboard. Because I still got to put the holes in the keyboard. So I can extrude that because I want to make it longer. Delete that profile and I will extrude that. 500mm, because the keyboard tray is 500mm. Should come short. Yeah, that's it. I've got to keep in mind the length of the material as well, because it's 4 meters. I'm getting it in. And the view changes. So that'll give me a line down the middle with the holes. You can pretty much do it anyway from midpoint. And keyboards don't weigh that much, so you can pretty much just what degree is it? Fuck knows. 135, I think. Yeah. We'll go in at 45, and we'll go to about 100 million, and then we'll come down. Circle and diameter 7mm. Even though the nut's at 6, do 7 because of the powder coating. Copy that at 45mm. 300. So I have 2 nuts in there. And all I gotta do is subtract. And I'll put the holes there. Easy as. And I'll move. To that point. And we can raise. Hurries up, picks the right one. There we go. Holes are all lined up and T-slot, so that's good for that. So that's cool. I have another drawing with all the brackets and all the bullshit on it, so I'll put it on that one in a minute. Change that colour. Let's go orange. So do times. So that's it with obviously the gear shift platform. And the way I did it like this is because it's with the brackets that I can use, I can turn this sideways, or if you want it higher, you put this on top of this channel here. If you want it in more, then you put basically this top bit on top of this rail and on the inside of this tube, and you can push it right forward if you want it further away from you. This keyboard thing, it's easy to move. Like if you want a different, if you don't want a different angle, you just like loosen these off. It's just going to be like a thumb screw that you can just undo. Hey Gump, what's going on? So you can undo it and change the angle if you want. It's easy as. So what I'll do is I will quickly save this, save as. This one's not going to be, this will be Sim Pro. Save that. And then if I close this off, hopefully I still have it running. Not. Autodesk. If you know me from my streams, I couldn't give a fuck what you see on my screen, to be honest. I ain't got nothing to hide. Most of you know me anyway. So I jump into Fusion because I have educator's license or an education license of Fusion, but thanks to people owning companies that I have full copies of AutoCAD. So I jump into Fusion, and then how you upload it into it is you upload and then you select a file, and then it should show me all the different versions I've done. And that's the Sim Pro one we're just watching. Alright. Did I pick the right file? Sim Pro. That one. Yeah, that's the one. So these are the other ones. One's suited for VR. The next one's triple monitors, and I set it to 32-inch screens. You can. I put a 27 on there to see what the brackets would look like and everything. The length of the sides just go to the edge of the screen on a 27-inch. So I designed it to be bigger because fuck it, bigger's better. And then when this jumps into here, I want it finally because what I'm doing is it's uploading to a cloud. So all Fusion 360 stuff is cloud based. So if you have a shit machine, you get their machine to render it out for you, but I render it on here. Thanks to Sim giveaways, I've got a 1080 Ti. You saw porn on my screen. I highly doubt it. Not on this machine. I saved that shit. Don't you worry about that. I don't want to show anyone that. I get kicked off YouTube for that. So no, this machine's got none on it. So when this uploads and it does its thing, it's taken its sweet ass time doing it. But when it does, it basically, it brings that drawing file that we're working on in CAD into a Fusion 360 file, and then we can add materials and shit. Like you can render in AutoCAD. It's gay as. So Fusion 360 is where I use all my stuff, especially with these the decks. Is there a giveaway for one of your viewers? There's actually 3 Sims going to be given away by the end of the year. You just got to go into the right season and race the right race to get it. Because there's a couple of custom built ones that I've got messages for that they want, especially color coded or powder coated, black and red, black and blue, and then a black and green with custom logo written on the side at the wheel deck, and custom thing. I'm not doing this to like be profitable. I was just doing it because, as I said before, I wanted one myself. So what's the point? If I'm going to do it, I might as well share it out and help everyone else out. So hopefully this hurries up. It's taking a sweet ass time. Come on. It's probably because I'm streaming as well. As I said, it's cloud based, so it has to upload. But yeah, that's not too bad. I want to put a little mouse one over here as well. Like just a mouse plate. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. How wide is it? 600, there you go. And then, again, the easiest way to do it is let's do it. While that's uploading, I might as well do this. What do you reckon? 250? How high is mine right now? Just let me get my trusty tape measure out. Shit, you'd probably want it the same, wouldn't you? Because when the seat goes on, what's the clearance between there and there? Yeah, probably go off another 100 mil there. What was that? 250, I think. Let's go about, what's the closest to it? 300 mil. That's not bad, because you can move it back and forward, obviously. And then if I just draw, and the fucking views work. How big's a mouse pad? How big's a mouse? What do you reckon? What's my one? You don't want it that big. So let's go. Yeah, 220, I reckon. So we'll just go 220. Oops, not 2 meters, Tony. 220 and see close. Let's fillet that and make it look nice. There's nice curved corners, because these are all laser cut bits. Well, they will be. And then what I'll do is I'll extrude that 3 mil. I can leave it just a simple plate and we can bolt it to the top. That'd probably be the best bet, eh? Or we can put a tab on it. Yeah, let's do that. 3 mil, because 3 mil thick. 80 mil long, because that's what the profile is. See for close. Region. Extrude that by 40 mil. And then we'll move. No, it looks shit like that, won't it? You're better off bolting it. No, because you want it flat. Make up your mind, fuck yeah. Yeah, this is what I'll do. Sweet as. Okay. This is what I'll do. Change the UCS to side, rotate. Because I'm trying to think at the same time as how I'm gonna bend this in one piece and make it look ridgy-ditch. And then if we go to the front UCS and rotate by that point there, move that by 3 mil, and then union, because it joins two bits together like that. That'll give flexibility of movement. Then we'll go to the side plan, and then we'll draw a line from that point there up 20 mil, and then up 40. That's the holes. Circle again, D for diameter 7 mil. Copy that from that point to end point, and erase. No, I'll just extrude this fucking shit first. By how much? That much. Move them two through there, and we're gonna sew. That'll give us our holes. Oh, we got mouse pad, and we'll just fucking put a new layer. Mouse. Red. That was more of a pink. I've only got one more thing to design on this rig, and this is a special request from Kyle Stevens, the man himself that runs the Hard and Fast series. He wants a stubby cooler, so I have to make him a stubby cooler. And I've got a nice, I sourced out a nice, let's say black one for him. All I gotta do is move this down 80, should sit flush, close enough. It's probably, no, it's too, no it's not, it's fine. See, it's a little bit off. It's off about 3 mil. Yeah, there you go. It's a bit big. It is a bit big. Should be right. Alright, and then I think I'm going to do the stubby cooler for Kyle off the back of this. I'll probably put another bracket that comes off, and it'll be a cup holder that can fit a beer, because that's what he wants. So I'll probably do that. While we're doing that, let's go see if fusion's done. Let's open it up. I don't know why I'm showing you all this. Just a couple people asked. But if you're going to show you something, I might as well show you the whole process of how I do things. So that's it. That's that drawing file we had. Now it's in missing a leg and all different colours. That's all awesome. If you look under bodies, there should be a couple turned off. No, it's fucked up somewhere along the line. But I'll just show you this one anyway. So I'll turn these screens off. I think it's 39, but it's around here somewhere. Oh, the numbers have changed. Basically that's it. And then you go into render, Fusion 360, and it'll take you to a kind of a different view. It's just off from this angle for shits and gigs. Out there. That pole's completely missing. Materials, metal, aluminium, and go anodized grey, because if I do black, you won't see it. If I select everything, you piece of shit. Yeah, there we go. everything's kind of black. That's the same colour as in the photos. Like if you want to do something stupid, like do red brackets. It's so easy to colour code your sim. See what you want. All these brackets can be red. Alright, just address your sim up a bit. I didn't want to show photos with like seats on it and fucking screens, because it's just like, it's not what it's going to look like, is it? Right, and then decals, this is a cool one. We'll select the face, we'll go to the keyboard tray. I want to put a sticker there. What sticker am I going to do there? Let's go to Wicked Graphics, let's see what I got. These are all the logos I do through fucking AI. I just like messing around with them. Sim 1, move B. Go to that one, because that's the one that's on Pace Syndicate's cars. Just blow it up a bit. Oops. It basically shows you that you can, if you wanted stickers on stuff, how it's going to look. Yeah, probably better rendering it this way out, even though that pole's completely missing. And then it's basically a render. Right. I always do 1080. It works well when you can choose cloud render. I just choose local. My machine's fast enough to do it. Probably not now when I'm streaming, but I'll render it out. And that's how I basically do it. So nothing interesting really. That's about it. So that's pretty much how I drew the original sim. And yeah. Rendering process. Renders the photos out. That's the photos that it's on iRacing Down Under. I did put it in Photoshop and put some little logos on it and shit, but whatever. So there you go. That's me messing around with CAD and 80/20 designs. So if you want to know anything about CAD, Fusion, let me know. I know a fair bit. Get in touch. Other than that, thanks for watching if you watched. And I'll see you around the traps. Peace.